And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Myles Jack working free that time to take him down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play fake. Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right down behind center. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Noah Fant, 83 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after 1. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action now. Bridgewater. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. KJ Hamler returning it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Back to it after the pick 6. Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Bridgewater to throw it. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And Gordon's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll bring him back within a point. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? Guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He's going to try and go deep again. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game.
And they get to Bridgewater. Bridgewater taken down in the end zone for a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. ETN. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Bridgewater. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Bridgewater on first down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 15.